Hi everybody and welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and it has been quite an exciting day, and yesterday was an exciting day. So we're going to talk about kind of market updates in general, and we're going to kind of talk about trading strategies and look at a few coins as well. There's one coin that we kind of called out yesterday on the new 3 to 6 strategy, and it's pumping just now. It's gone up 65%. But we're in on another coin, so I don't know if people got into it or not yesterday. Hopefully some people did. So we'll talk about that, but I'm just going to first see if we're live or not, just make sure everything's up and running. One wee sec. Let's see if we're up and running. Yes, we are. We are. Okay, I'm just going to jump over. Bear with me a wee second. And I'll jump over. Okay, who have we got in? Rob UK, one of our brilliant admins. Christopher Dalsin is in. IoT Financial. Lucas Selassie is in. Dean, Eddie Holland, Marcus Jafari, Rails, Tony Pettit, Owen West, Scottish Bull. Adeb, one of our brilliant admins again, is in. Welcome to you, Adeb. Brilliant to see you, and thanks for your message this morning, by the way, mate. Same with everybody, and I want to kind of speak about that first. Michelle Cole Phillips is in. Davey Stew, another brilliant admin, is in. Rob Taylor is with us as well. Welcome to you, mate. Pete Harding, Hamish Thomason, Tim Moores, Chris Noble, Mark Ennis, Benny Kay, Richard Cooper, Alex Jugg, Scott Gregory, a few good new names in. Debbie Claydon is in. Welcome to you. Mac Paulin, JC Stander, Scott Greenplate is in. Andy Grant with us, and Bernard Ronald. Sorry, I do apologise. Okay, so we've got a lot of new people in, which is good to see. Brilliant to see. Okay, first of all, the first thing I want to do is shout out. I'm going to get a bit gushy here because I want to give a shout out to a few people. And the few people that I want to give a shout out to is Rob UK, one of our brilliant admins. We've got Kim O'Brien, Mike, Robocake D, Dave Stewart, Adeb, Vin D, and Sharon, Louisiana. I want to give a shout out to all of you because you are just freaking amazing. These are the admins in the group at CYT-Crypto, and they do the most amazing job ever. I spoke to them last night to say, listen, this was only meant to be a part-time gig for me and CYT-Crypto, because I've got the other business which I've kind of been neglecting because of the crypto stuff, and I need to get back to it. I really need to get back to it. So I said to him last night, listen, are you still happy doing what you're doing here? And they're not getting paid for doing this. These admins are not getting paid. I'm going to find a way, obviously, to kind of reimburse them in some way, but all of them said, we don't kind of want reimbursed. If you're going to do it, that's cool, but we love being here. It's such a brilliant kind of family to be part of, and it is. The premium group, if you've joined that, you'll know just how amazing it is to be in that premium group, and I never ever in my wildest dreams expected it to be such an amazing group of people like we have just now. I think we've got about 133 members, got 432 members in the CYT-Crypto group just now. Brilliant group of people. In the premium group, we've got 136 members now, which is fantastic. So I just want to give a shout out to all the admins of CYT-Crypto. You're doing such an amazing job, and I'm just getting a bit kind of gushy now, but you're all doing such an amazing job, and I love it. It's just I can't express in words just how amazing you are. So I want to do that first off to start with. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just look at the markets overall, then we'll look at a few coins, look at trading strategies as well. So we'll go to CoinMarketCap just now. Where are we just now? We're up to 290 billion overall market capitalization. BTC dominance has gone down to 39.8%, which means the alts are going back. Well, it doesn't mean that necessarily. There's not a direct correlation there, but usually there is a direct correlation between the BTC dominance and the altcoins going up, and that's what we're seeing. Bitcoin dominance is coming down a wee bit. The Bitcoin is still kind of stable just now, which is good, and the alts are going up as well. So this might be the start of another alt season. Might be the last one. Not the last one, but we know Bitcoin is going to go up. We know the institutions are going to come in. What they're going to buy, they're going to start buying Bitcoin and ETFs, and the bigger ones like Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, and coins like that as well. So this might be the good time to get into alts and then start getting back into Bitcoin. We'll need to see, but we'll always want to get into Bitcoin as well. And I want to say first, crush those likes. If you like these videos, crush the likes. Everyone, it really does help the channel, and subscribe to the channel as well. I don't know how many subscribers I've got now. and if you can hit the notification bell as well. So Bitcoin is up 1.82% over the last 24 hours. Who is tops? We've got Enigma is up. That's one of the ones on the list as well for the 3 to 6 strategy, but maybe it jumped too much just now. So that's up 21%. Ethereum Classic, that is one of the coins we're in just now with the 3 to 6 strategy, and I think most people are up to about 10% in profit just now from yesterday. That was the first coin we called in the 3 to 6 strategy. So if you got into that, brilliant. Mind set, kind of trail your stop losses. So here's the thing as well. With your stop losses, you're going with a stop loss of 10%. Once it moves up past the 10%, then you can trail your stop losses and maybe go in at 6%. Move your stop loss up to 6% instead of 10%. So at the beginning, when you first start a trade, you want that little bit of wiggle room before it starts moving up. And then when it does move up and you're in profit, then move up to 6%, because if it comes back down, you'll still be in profit overall from your original trade. So I think most people got in about 227,000 with Ethereum Classic. Where are we up to just now? 255,000. So Ethereum Classic is doing well for us at the moment. And the 3 to 6 strategy is working on the premise that we can go from 3 zeros, i.e. 1,000, to 1,000,000, which is 6 zeros, in 73 trades. So this will be the first trade we've done collectively as a group. And it's not a kind of pump and dump group, because I call out other coins as well. And one of the other coins was Data, which is pumping just now big time. So if you got in Data and you moved your stop losses up, you'd be doing brilliantly just now. So it takes you to another stage on the 3 to 6 strategy. So instead of going from the first trade up to the next trade, you're going from first trade up to probably the 5th trade in your kind of stages, if we look at that. And I'm going to update the report that I've done for that as well. So if you're part of the premium group, hopefully you're already in profit, and that $37 per month is just paid off straight away. And I want to talk about some strategies as well, but we'll go into that in a second. We'll just look at Coinigy just now, bring that over, and we'll just look at where is ETC just now. So we're just going to look at ETC, and that's on the 15-minute. We don't want to look on the 15-minute, we want to look on the daily. Right, so it's kind of pumping again. So it was good to move those stops. So move the stop losses up 6%. So get the stop losses in at 6%. And there's a calculator I kind of use for that. 1 second, where is it? So this is a calculator I use. So go 255,000, calculate 6%, and we get to 15,300. So we take 15,300 away from 255. So we do that, 255, 15,300 equals, that's not 239,000. Oh, that put too many zeros there. Right, okay, and minus 255,123 equals, so set your stop loss at 244,800 for a 6%er. So that's good. Still going up, but we need to kind of remember and set those stop losses, and it could still go higher. It could still go higher than this, so it's been as high as 258. Now the kind of support line for the, or resistance line here is going to be around 262,500. If we can get past 262,500, then we're going higher. If it kind of stays above that. So I've not reached it yet. It still seems to be that as a resistance line. We'll just kind of put in the resistance line here and put in the horizontal line. And this is the two lines I gave you yesterday. It broke through the first line that I gave you yesterday. And the first line was around 248-ish, I think. No, there's two other two lines. Oh yeah, it was. So it's around about 248. So it broke through that. You can see that's a resistance line. So if it breaks through that again, then that 262,000 is going to become a support line. If it breaks through it, and kind of a good breakthrough as well, it means we're going higher. So if you're still in that trade, good. And we don't want to come out as traders. We don't want to come out too soon of a trade because we think, oh, holy shit, we've got 14% now, we should come out the trade. No, that's not the way to do it. We wait until the strategy kind of comes back down, and we either get stopped out at 6% or 10%, wherever you've got it. Get stopped out there and then walk away from the trade. Don't trade another coin straight away because we get too anxious. So we can overtrade and get too excited about trading. So we don't want to do that in this instance. Okay, the other one that I kind of looked at, I think I called it yesterday. I'll just check. Yeah, it's pumping just now. It's 2051. I can't remember where I called it. I'm just going to see just now. I'll go back to here and just see where I called it. If I did call that, what was the other one? Yeah, data. I called it. Price now is 1200. Put a stop loss in at 1020. So if you got in on that, that is a huge kind of increase. We'll just kind of look at the increase and see what that was. I'll just go back. So there's going to be multiple coins in play with the 3 to 6 strategy, and that's kind of what we have to remember as well. So what we want to do is value 1200, 1800. What percentage was that? I'm just kind of minus that, and I'm going to wait for the percentage. So it would have been a 50% increase. 50% increase, and that will take you to stage 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 3 to 6 strategy that we're using. So I'll just go to a few comments just now. Scottish Bull, morning everyone. Nice sunny morning here in Glasgow. Yeah, it's beautiful outside here as well, which is good. I'll just jump up. Rob Taylor, appreciate what you're doing, Steve. We are just at the start of an awesome journey. It is a brilliant journey, and the group of people that we've got in the free channel, in the free group and the premium group, and the admins, blown away. It's just amazing. Rob UK, we love you, Steve, also. Oh, thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Monica, hi to you. Stu Johnson, morning, buddy. Ethos cheap at the moment. Yeah, we'll look at a few coins as well. CYT crew is awesome. Thanks, Steve, and the wonderful admin. Benny K, Harold. Excellent. Thanks for that, Harold. Really appreciate it. And the team are brilliant. And make sure if you're in the premium channel or the premium group and the free group, let the admins know how well they're doing as well, because they're just amazing people. And let's not forget MT as well. MT's left us just now, but MT was a brilliant admin for us as well. But it must be like a full-time job to them. And there's 7 people in there, including myself. So MT was a brilliant admin as well. He was great at TA as well, but it was kind of too much, and it was too much kind of work. And MT had his kind of reasons for leaving, but he's a brilliant admin as well, was a brilliant admin. So big shout out to MT as well. Peter J here from Australia, hopeful for the BABB to increase soon. Yeah, I think it is going to increase. I'm just going to see where BABB is just now with the crowdfunding, see what happened. They're up to £474,000, which is 31%. Now, the person, I don't know if you heard this or not, but with BABB, the person that kind of bought £1 million worth in equity had actually put in 10 too many. So the BABB team kind of spoke to him, and he said he'd kind of put in 10 too many. It should have been 100,000 and not 1 million. And he said as soon as he got the 1 million returned, he'd put in 100,000. That's not happened just yet, but hopefully that will jump up to 500,000 or 500,000, which will be good. And there's still got 58 days left for this as well, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, BABB are doing brilliant. Loving the kind of BABB updates just now on YouTube. Annie and Annabelle done a kind of YouTube kind of update yesterday. It's only a couple of minutes, but it was good. And they've got another kind of video they're doing for the members as well. So if you want to be part of the BABB video, you can just kind of make a video of your own, just saying what you like about BABB, why you're kind of invested in it, and what you like about it. Only 20 seconds or 30 seconds or something. So that'll be good as well. Jenny Jiang, hi to you. Nick Smith, collectively buying coins in such a manner is exactly what causes the pumps. and you will all dump collectively too. Nope, not at all. It's not that, Nick, because with the likes of ETC, we can't pump it. We're such a small group just now, and it's not every single person that's buying it. And what I'll do is I make up about 6 calls on the 3 to 6 strategy on the coins that are in play just now. Data was one of them, ETC is one of them. So we're not all buying at the same time, we're not all kind of getting in. And when I got in to ETC, I got in at 232,000 Satoshi, 232,500. And I said to everybody, okay, I've gone at this price, but you might want to wait until it reaches 225,000 Satoshi. I think it's going to have a small pullback before jumping back up. That's exactly what it did. And so people got in at different stages. So it's definitely not a pump, and that's definitely not a kind of pump and dump group. It's nothing to do with that. We're looking at the overall kind of market with that, and we're such a small group as well. We're not going to have an effect. If you look at the kind of trading on ETC just now, so 5,451 BTC trading. We are not going to have an effect as a group on that trading. Definitely not. So it's not a pump and dump group. Thank you for your kind words, Steve. Adeb, thank you. Adeb, thank you very much, mate. John Warburton is in. Good morning to you. Owen West, thoughts on EXRN chain is one of it I'm invested in just now. I think I bought about 4.2 million of EXRN chain at about $300, and it's kind of almost doubled. It's nearly at $600 for that. So I do like EXRN chain, and I've been buying a wee bit here and there. Mervyn Skidmore, good morning to you, mate. Stu Johnson, I'm a hodler, so I'm not worrying about BABB. Yes, I'm not worried about BABB at all, the price, because I know it's going to go up once they get their licenses and once they get their app out, once they do kind of more of what they're kind of doing just now. They're just kind of working away slowly in the background, and I like that nice and steady rise as well. Debbie Claydon, you can just divide by 1.10 to minus off the 10%. Yeah, you can do as well. I'll just use the calculators. But thanks for that quick calculation. Terrell Hooker, morning Steve. Morning to you, Mark Scott. Hi Steve. Data was a great call, still on the way up. Yeah, it's doing brilliant data. So just have a look at data just now. So we called it 1200. We've nearly got 100% profit on that, and I think it's been as high as 100% profit. It has. Well, not quite, maybe 90% profit. But that was using a 3 to 6 strategy. So if you jumped in on that, fantastic. Fantastic. Dave, knowing me, knowing you, Yes, and thanks for the conversation. Yesterday, Dave, I kind of understand things a lot better now. That's between you and me. But I just want to thank you for that as well, Dave. Crypto Dread, can I join your group and trade with $100 or $200, or do I need 1k? You do not need 1k. You can start with $100 or $200. It's going to take you a wee bit longer to get there, and obviously it's a wee bit riskier because your first trade has to be a good one. So if you go on a trade with $200 and you lose 10% the first time, that's all you're ever going to lose, 10%. If it was to go down at the point you got it up, you'd lose $20. So it's good having a good first trade in, but you can definitely do this with a couple $100. So instead of 3 to 6, you can go from 2 to 6. It's just going to take you more trades to do it. Lucas Selassie, you can start with whatever. You're looking to make three zeros into 6. Yes, exactly. Matt the Carpenter, good morning. Woke to a trade hitting good. Makes a nice change. I stayed up for Pundi X last night. A bit of a letdown, but holding long term. I didn't think it was going to do that when it went on to Binance, but there was a lot of people kind of hoping to kind of make a trade on it and get all the kind of coin sent over to Binance and sell at a kind of higher price. So I don't know if anybody managed that, but it was kind of a bit like BCN as well when people were trying to do that. Some people did make out of it. Tony Pettit, Crypto Dredge, you can start anywhere. Yes, you can start anywhere. Melbourne Skidmore, 1-0 mistake. Might put some sell orders in X10 just to see if it's a common mistake. Yeah, you could do that as well. So if I'm kind of getting you right, what you can do, what some people do, I don't do this. I don't particularly like kind of doing this, but if you can put in a sell order, a sell order in at 0.0 or 1 decimal place where it is just now, you could make 10x your money if somebody makes a mistake, but you're banking on somebody making a mistake. So it's not something I would do. It's not something I would do, but some people have done it and they've made a lot of money from it. Rob Taylor, institutional investors will bring more money to the bigger projects like ADA, Ripple, Stellar, etc. Would it be smart to throw more money into these, or do they still like the small cap projects? I don't see any institutional investor going for the smaller cap projects unless, and here's the thing as well, this is why I like the kind of stock market analogy kind of thing as well. When you've got an ETF, for example, an exchange traded fund, when you've got that, there are going to be some fund managers that are just going to be focusing solely on the smaller market cap coins. If I was a fund manager, that's what I would do. I would have a fund and I would solely look at the smaller market cap coins, look at the team, look at the project, look at the use case scenario, and look at all of those things, and then start buying into those projects in the hopes that they're going to go up in the future. But not only going to 10x, they're going to 100x or 1000x. So when the funds come to the market, when the fund managers start to realize the potential of this, and they have already, to be honest, then you're going to get funds that open up that just trade on smaller cap coins, like you do just now in the stock market. You've got fund managers just solely focus on the smaller fund and the smaller market cap coins or smaller market cap stocks. So that is going to happen in crypto as well. But I would imagine when they first come in, you're going to be looking at, they're going to be trading in an ETF with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with Ripple, with Stellar, EOS, and the kind of bigger coins. So that's what I think is going to happen when the bigger institutional investors coming in. And there's some in there just now. They're just under the radar just now, if we're being really honest. Nick Smith, not just ETC though. All small market cap coins on Bancor. Been in this game 3 years plus now. I've seen it all before. So we're not doing it on Bancor either. So we're calling out some longer term plays on Bancor, and that's the kind of strategies I want to speak about. So we'll look at Bancor just now. Where are Bancor just now? We'll just look at the kind of 24-hour change. Yeah, data's up 73%. So what we do, this is the Bancor strategy that we're doing. We're using the Bancor cycle strategy. So when we see a coin is low compared to where it has been, then we might buy into it. But what I'm doing with Bancor is I'm calling out some of the coins and saying, okay, this is a long-term play. So we've called out Deuterius Credit, for example, as a long-term play. We've called out BABB, that was one of the first ones. We called it Pundi X when it was way down at the very beginning, when it was about 700, and that's 7,000 of a kind of cent, and now it's up to a cent, which is 10x from where it was. It's 10, 12, 13x from where it was. So that's what we're doing, is longer term plays, but looking at good projects, looking at good teams. So they're not all buying at the same time, so it's not a pump and dump. So I know what you're saying, Nick. I understand, hear what you're saying, but definitely not a pump and dump group. It's nothing like that at all, because we've got different strategies for going in. So the first strategy is a Bancor cycle strategy. So we're looking at coins, just say for example, we're looking at, say, one day. If we were doing that, we wouldn't kind of be looking at Blitz project is down 12% just now. That's on a down cycle at the moment. So the Blitz project is on a down cycle, so it's at the lower kind of cycle just now. So we might say, okay, we've got a coin that's been on an up cycle, that's done well, it's maybe made us 30, 40, 50%. So I'm going to trade that coin and I'm going to put it into Blitz Predict. Now, I don't call out the coins like that to say, okay, you need to get into Blitz Predict now. I just call out the longer term coins for Bancor. And Blitz Predict is a longer term kind of play as well, up to 6 months, but you can do the Bancor cycle strategy as well. So if I had a coin that was up 50%, say it was in BACS or something, and I had maybe, I don't know, 100,000 or maybe 500,000 BACS, I'll trade from BACS into Blitz Predict. Blitz Predict kind of goes up because it's cyclical, and we've found that on Bancor. Bancor is a different kind of animal altogether from the other exchanges. So it's cyclical, we've found that, and we'd wait for Blitz Predict going up, maybe get 30% on that, then we go into another coin and say, okay, they've got another coin that's on a down cycle, so we'll get into that, and we keep swapping between them because it's really easy to swap on Bancor. But the difficulty with Bancor is once you start making enough money, so I traded from 500 up to 7,000, and then I had to split all the coins. So I couldn't trade $7,000 worth of Blitz Predict, for example, because the premium price would be too high. So it just doesn't work once you get up to the higher numbers. So then you've got other strategies. The 3 to 6 strategy looks on paper, looks to be a brilliant one. And I'm not saying that I'm brilliant. I'm not saying this is kind of my strategy. It's just kind of things I've kind of put together and researched and put it together in one report and say, okay, here's what we're looking at. And one of the kind of people that we kind of used for this was Vin Ferretti. He uses kind of similar strategy as well, but he's got different TAs in play as well, or different TA indicators that he uses as well. So we're just kind of using one indicator for the 3 to 6 strategy, and it's working just now. So it's definitely not totally I've just kind of put it all together, collated it, shared it with everybody, and say, okay, this is how you do it. So you can look for your own coins using this strategy as well, and a lot of people have. So I'm kind of looking at the other coins as well and calling them out on the premium group as well. So that's the Bancor cycle strategy. The 3 to 6 strategy, which I've kind of been speaking about, is going from 3 zeros to 6 zeros within 73 trades. So from 1,000 to 1,000,000 in 73 trades. We're on a first trade with ETC, and some people are doing the other trades as well, like data, and that's already gone up 90%. So you'll be on a different rung of the ladder instead of, so you've got the ladder from 1 up to 73. So you might jump from 1 up to 6 on the ladder. So that's the stage you might be at just now if you got into data, for example. So I'll kind of put that in the document as well. I'm going to do the kind of stages and look at where you're jumping from and where you're going back to or something like that. But it's looking good so far. Obviously, in a bull market and an up market, it's going to do really well because you're going to get a lot of coins that are going to be in play. On a bear market, this is where it works really well as well, because there's only going to be 4, 5, 6 coins that are going to be in play at any one time in a bear market. So this works in a bear market and a bull market as well. So I'm not trying to convince you to kind of join. I'm just saying what's working just now. The other strategy that we're using is the 7MA crossing over the 25MA, and that's working really well as well for a short-term play. And that's a kind of strategy I use in the kind of program that I've been teaching as well, which you can get down below the details. So we've got a program, and then we've got the $37 per month kind of program. So in the program I teach the 7MA crossover on the 25MA, and that works really well as well. So you can do lots of different strategies. There's not only one strategy that works, but I really like the 3 to 6 kind of strategy. Crypto Dread, are you in a group, Tony? Oh, he's asking Tony one. Nick Smith, small group, can it impact coins on Bancor? It can, definitely, if we were all going at the same time, but it's not about that. We're having Skidmore on ADA. P. Harding, Pundi X taking a dice, now it's on Binance. Yeah, I think Pundi X will go back up in the future. Taking a dive, sorry, yeah. I think it's going to go back up in the future. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's a good company, it's got a good team, it's got a good use case scenario, it's bringing out the point of sale machines. So I think Pundi X is going to do well for everybody. Pundi X is the one I've got for the CYT-Crypto Community Fund as well. So everybody that joins the premium, they'll get a share of that in 6 months. Well, not 6 months, it's going to be October. So if you're in before July the 31st, you're going to get a share of that in October as well. Lucas, Nick, smaller caps may be affected, but not the purpose of this group. It's totally not the purpose. If that's what you think it is, you've missed the point altogether. Pete Harding, don't forget to get your Tron onto an exchange soon as well. Yeah, Binance are supporting the exchangeover, or the changeover from ERC20 over to the Tron. So make sure it's on an exchange and not on your wallet as well. Donny Don Matthew, hi Steve, moved on my Pundi to Binance yesterday to be on the safe side. Was awake at 2 AM UTC for the listing, hoping for a pump. Rather, it was a dump. Raffle. Yeah, it seemed like a dump as well, but I've no doubt it's going to go back up in the future. Dave, that's Pundi and Donny. It'll rise about 27th to the airdrop, then come back down again. Again, it's cyclical with Pundi X as well because of the airdrop. You're right, Dave. So because of the airdrop, it does kind of go down a wee bit, but then you'll find it goes back up again as well. Jeff Kobe, I was late. Did you talk about Pundi X dropping after getting on Binance? Just kind of spoke about it just now. I kind of thought it wasn't going to do much when I went onto Binance. I said that yesterday. I didn't want to put a damper on things though when I said that. But it has just now, but I've no doubt it's going to go back up. So don't think, if you're holding Pundi, I don't think you should be too disappointed just now. Donny Don Matthew, yep, Dave, seems like that. A BCN type pump would have been sweet on Binance. It would have. But I think, where are Pundi X just now? And that's data coming down just now. So if you put in your 6% or your 10%, you might be stopped out, but you have a bloody big profit if you did. So NPXS. So what's it doing just now? We're looking at the hourly chart. Yeah, so it's going down just now. 144. So it was up at 220 or something. All the way down to 53. So it's kind of stabilizing just now, and I expect Pundi X to go up from here, round about these levels. I expect it to go up from, what's it like on the 15-minute chart? Because it just came on, we can't look at the kind of daily charts or anything. So it's kind of as high as 144, down to 118. And we can't even do kind of TA on this. We could look at TA on another kind of chart, but not for Binance because it just came on to Binance. So it's down 19% just now. I do expect it to go back up though. I agree, Mervyn. ADA only coin one way. Yeah, I think ADA. So we'll look at some of the kind of higher market cap coins and look at the USDT prices. So ADA, where is ADA just now? Cardano down at 16 cents just now. Okay, so it's not in play on any of the strategies. I'll just look at MACD charts. And 6 hour, what's it like on the daily? Oh, that's BTC. Need to move it back. Yeah, so it's not in play just now. On the daily, on the 6 hourly, it's kind of getting there. It's kind of still going sideways just now, but I expect when Cardano jumps, it's going to jump big. So you just can't anticipate it. You still have to look at the charts. I wouldn't say, okay, it's gone too low just now, because you never know how low it can go. How low has it been? It's been down to 14.9 cents. It's the bottom. So I do expect it to go up as well, especially with the market going up as well and Bitcoin going up. So BCC, Bitcoin Cash, kind of spoke about that. I thought that was going to go up. That's crossed over on the 6 hour chart. What's it done on the daily? It's not crossed over on the daily yet, so it might be a wee bit to go. Binance, that's kind of all over the place at the moment, but it's still in play on one of the strategies, 7MA and 25MA strategy. It's still in play at the moment. $16.33 at the moment. Bitcoin price, where's that just now? 6741, and it's not come into play yet on the daily. On the 6 hourly, how's it looking? It's good on the 6 hourly. 7MA crossed over at 6506. So I'm thinking about for the 3 to 6 strategy as well. I've kind of done this. I back tested it and looked at the 6 hour, the 12 hour, and the daily, even the 1 hour, and I found the daily was a better. But we're missing out on some big kind of moves when it's on the daily. So for data, for example, we kind of missed out on the move. Well, for data, we didn't really miss out on it because we called it yesterday at 1200, and we kind of caught the move if you got into data as well. EOS, where is data? Where's the EOS just now? On the 6 hourly, it's not crossed over, so it's still at $10.49 just now. ETC, $16.92, which is good. It's still in play for the different strategies that we've got there. Ethereum looks good. Ethereum was another one on the 3 to 6 strategy. I've not kind of put it up today yet, but I've looked at all the coins that are in play on this 3 to 6 strategy, and Ethereum is one of them as well. I quite like Ethereum and like the look of it just now where it's going. We'll look at it on the daily. At the moment, it's not crossed over yet, but it's coming up for the crossover. But on the 3 to 6 strategy, it's in play. ICX, we can't really kind of look at that too much on the daily, so we'll look on the 6 hourly. What's it doing? That's still down as well. IOTA down to $1.16, not in play at the moment. LTC just come into play on the 6 hourly, which is good, at $97.47. We need that to go over at $102 for it to break out. NEO down at $38.82. Ontology, which is one I like as well. It's still not in play in the 3 to 6, but it looks as if it's coming into play It's into play on the 725 MA. And daily, just look at that. We can't look at daily because it's just gone on. QTIM still going down, $10.37. TRX is another one that's coming into play as well on the 3 to 6, or it's in play just now. And it's crossed over at 4.3 cents. It's now up to nearly 9 cents. So expect Tron is going to take a jump up. We can't look at True USD because that's a stable coin. XLM on the 6 hourly still not in play on the 725 MA. And XRP is up to 54 cents as well. That's in play on the 6 hourly. On the daily it won't be in play, I wouldn't imagine. No, it's still down on the daily. Crypto Dread, yes I am. We're talking about the premium group. So Tony Pettit's in the premium group. King Ebo, Crypto, love to see that response on Telegram, Steve. I'm hoping to learn every day. Money is not the objective, it is a result. It is. The Telegram group that we've got, this is nothing to do with me, but obviously it is. I'm just a facilitator. I'm just kind of bringing all these amazing people together who are learning from each other. So there's some people got knowledge of TA, loads of people got knowledge of different things in the group as well, and that's why it's such a brilliant group. And I have to say it's one of the most positive groups that I've ever been in on Telegram. I've been in a lot of Telegram groups and I leave because of the negativity and the FUD that's going about and all the crap that you get in there. But because of the admins kind of getting in there and kind of booting out people that are kind of doing shilling and doing stuff like that and promoting their own stuff, we get them booted out kind of immediately, straight away. And it's such a positive group, both in the premium and the free group as well. That's why I would say definitely join the group. But no crap in there, please, or you just get booted out. The admins are strong, hardy people, so they're just going to boot you out straight away. You don't get a warning, and you're just booted out. Mervyn Skidmore, nice strat, using 725 over low BB on the bot. Small gains, but decent turnover. Yes, it's good. There's loads of different strategies you can use, but use a simple one if you can. Don't look at the Bollinger Bands, don't look at the crossovers, don't look at the RSI all at the same time and the volume and stuff like that. Use kind of 1 or 2 indicators that work well for you and make sure you stick to that. It's about being disciplined, and I found that with my own trading as well. It's about being disciplined in your trading strategy. And if I'd known all this back when I started, I wouldn't my whole portfolio wouldn't be down from February 60%. I would be kind of well up just now. But I'd be even lower if I didn't know the strategies that I've been using just now. I'd be down 80 or 90%, to be honest. On his crypto journey, couldn't start the 3 to 6 yesterday, unfortunately, due to lack of funds, but hopefully after this weekend we'll be ready to go. Excellent. Excellent. Pundi low on Binance, buy more Pundi. I think it's going to go up. I don't think you have any kind of issues with Pundi at all and going up, and I think there might even be a pump with Pundi as well. Coming soon. ADA cheap though. ADA is cheap compared to where it's been. It's cheap, and because you know it's a good team, it's a good kind of project. You know it's going to go up eventually, but you don't want to go in thinking, okay, it's too cheap just now, I'm going to go in, because it might go even lower. Just look at the charts, wait for the crossover if that's the strategy you use, or whatever strategy you use to pick a project to go in on. Wait for it kind of coming into play before you get into it, because you might get it at a lower price. Matthew Parks, what are your concerns with Substratum? Recall you saying you sold at a large loss. Was that just for another trade or issues with the project? No, it was really for another trade. If I'm being really honest, I did sell at a large loss because I thought, and this was my strategy back at the beginning. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pick really good projects, I'm going to pick really good teams and leave them for the long term, because I didn't want to spend a lot of time in crypto. It's not turned out like that. But now I know what I know, and I've become a much better trader. Then I thought, okay, I could take a loss on Substratum of $20,000, which I did. I took a loss of $20,000 on Substratum. I thought, okay, I can trade the money that I sold Substratum for and trade it and bring it back up to above that loss, in which I have done. I've done that already. So that's why I took a loss on Substratum. So it's nothing to do with the project or the team or anything. It was to start trading because I had much more knowledge than I did at the very beginning. Chardan, morning Steve, ETC my main play now. Excellent. So remember to set your stop losses, Chardan. Remember and set them. ETC, where is it at just now? Still doing well, 253,000 sats. Still doing well, so we're good on that. MacPawn, ADA, Dash, there's a coin to look at. Yes, there's loads of coins, and when the bull run starts, these are all going to come into play almost immediately. And so there's going to be so many coins that come into play. It's going to be unbelievable. But at the moment, with the 3 to 6 strategy anyway, there's about 10 coins in play just now. And that's because Bitcoin price is moving up and the whole market's kind of going up as well. Davey Stew, but we are friendly too. Yes, you are, of course. You're all very friendly, but they don't take any shit. So don't mess with the admins. They just do not take shit, but they are very, very friendly. Good point, Davey. Stu Johnson, 3 to 6. I'm going for it. Excellent, Stu. Be good to see you there. Lucas, Telegram group is amazing. It really is. I can't say enough about it. And I'm not just kind of bumming it up because it's my group, because it's not my group, it's your group. Whoever's in the group, it's your group. You're what makes it so amazing. John Warburton joined the Telegram yesterday. Do you think that Binance will support the Pundi X monthly airdrops? I don't know if they'll do that. I know they do it with Neo. They support it. And I would imagine Pundi X will try and get Binance to do it automatically. So what John Warburton is talking about there, you get 7.34% back on airdrop of Pundi X if you hold Pundi X. So if you've got 100,000, you get 70 or 7,000 back, 7,034 to be precise, and you get 7,034 back, or 7,340. You get that back in an airdrop as well, and they're doing that every month up until December. Then they change it in January to about 2.31% or something. So it's worth holding these, and that's why we've got them in a CYT-Crypto community fund as well. And King Ebo, Steve, just got a new Coinigy account. I have my laptop at work. I'll begin to search for the 3 to 6 plays. Yes, that's a good, and that's what we're kind of doing in the group as well. I'm not just giving you calls and saying you have to pick this call, because that would be a pump and dump group. I'm giving you all the coins that's in play, but I'm also teaching you how to look for the coins as well that are in play on the 3 to 6 strategy. I've also done that in the program as well. I'm teaching you how to look for coins that are just crossing over that could actually go up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. That's what it's all about. So that's what the whole ethos of this is about. This is about community, not about me being a celebrity or anything, because I'm not. Because there's a lot of you a lot smarter than me. A lot of you know a lot more TA than me as well. But collectively, we can bring each other up to a certain knowledge that we could start trading and kind of really become good traders, collectively and individually as well. This is what it's all about. I think that's it just now. There's no news. I didn't kind of see any news I was going to look at, so I'll just go over kind of a couple of more charts. 252 ETC is down to just the Bitcoin just now 6745 at the moment, and it's doing well after the kind of FUD of the BitHum kind of exchange being hacked. There was no reason for Bitcoin to go down, but it does go down. People react on news unnecessarily because it shouldn't affect Bitcoin price at all when an exchange gets hacked. But we've seen over the last year or so, when an exchange gets hacked, Bitcoin price goes down, the whole market goes down, everybody goes, it's gone mental, and then it goes back up again. So time and time again it's happened with that, but I just don't know why people sell when they hear of an exchange getting hacked. I just don't understand that mentality. And what's the RSI like? And we'll have to look at the kind of RSI. We're not going to kind of go on that at all. Oh, RSI, what am I doing? We'll have to look at the RSI on ETC as well, because that will be quite high at the moment, 68. So it's not too high and it's prohibitive, but it's 68 just now. So it might be due kind of a wee pullback and before it goes back up again. If it's going to go back up and we want it to cross over that line that we've been speaking about, 62,500 on a daily. And if it does that, we're good to go for another hike up for ETC. So ETC might be a slower burner than the likes of data. Here's data just now. 1751 at the moment. It has been as high as 2321. So if you've gone in data, well done, that's brilliant. And John Warburton, awesome, cheers Steve, excellent. King Ebo, interesting news regarding BIS Crypto. Didn't see that. Love the Telegram group. None of the FUD, Lambo, moon bullshit you get on others. Sometimes you need a collective to assure you that holding minus 50% is a good idea. Hi Steve, can you give me an opinion on TKY? TKY, we'll just look at that because we've got a couple of minutes left. I've not looked at that in a while actually. And so I don't know, I've not been keeping up to date with it. So 1 cent, market cap of 47 million. Circulating supply 4.7 billion, total supply 9.7 billion, down just now, all-time high, round about 4 cents, so down about 75% at the moment. Team, kind of website. Differences, 3 undisputed advantages, the key projects now developing an identification verification tool with blockchain-based dynamic multidimensional identification by using personally identifiable information which is exclusively authorized by government authorities. The key is a decentralized ecosystem of identity verification tool using national big data and blockchain. So when I looked at it, first time it came out, when it first came out, I thought it was a kind of cool idea for the blockchain, and I could see the use case for it. But it's gone down just now, so it could be a good one. I've never really kept up to date. I've never been in a group for a while, the Telegram group. How's the Telegram group looking? 71,000 members. So I did join it at the beginning, then kind of came out of it because there's just too many groups I was part of. So yeah, it looks okay. It looks okay. If you have time, can you look at Deb, my namesake? Deb. There it is, Deb. Deb. Debitum. 5, nearly 6 million market cap, 189 million circulating supply, total supply 400 million. Currently sitting at 463 Satoshi, a high of 1004 Satoshi, so about half where it is just now. Website, just a very quick look at Debitum just now. Global small business financing, leveraging blockchain technology to secure and distribute fiat investments to the SME world, for businesses, for investors. So it looks a wee bit like Salt and Lend. Will be launched till September 2018. Challenge why we start Debitum. 70% of all micro and small to medium-sized businesses in emerging markets lack access to credit. I just wonder how they're going to kind of ensure that credit. Better, faster, stronger, much smarter. Risk assessment, debt collection, insurance. So they've got insurance in place as well, obviously. Debitum is built as a hybrid platform. So I wonder what the interest is on those who are lending. Raising funds via crowd sale, done that already. Q4, so we've got Q1 to 3 crowd sale, expanding Debitum network, establishing Debitum network in the first target country, testing and auditing Debitum network before public launch. Partners and supporters, FinPass, don't see any big names there. Okay, so it looks interesting, Deb. Looks interesting. Looks like a really good project. And Tim Moore's loving the group. Digitex Futures looks very interesting. I think, was it you that mentioned that before, Tim? FUD, I'm sure, but worth a read. The Bank of International Settlements, BIS in Switzerland, issued a new document as part of its annual economic report that warns citizens of the dangers of digital currencies. We do have to be careful with digital currencies, so we do have to be kind of careful. We can't just go in blindly. We do have to do research and look at the teams and look at the use case scenario for it as well, and why it isn't a blockchain in the first place. It doesn't need to be on the blockchain. A lot of companies are coming out with kind of projects that don't need to be on the blockchain. So we do have to be careful. So it's not necessarily FUD, but I could imagine it creating FUD as well, and that's fear, uncertainty and doubt. Lucas, I know you said exchange coins seem to be a good play. Is local coin swap something to look at? Hasn't hit coin market yet though. Local coin swap. I've heard about that actually. Decentralized P2P. So it's a P2P. One, block that. Token info. So maximum total supply is 100 million, available through pre-ICO, 70 million, which is good. Okay. So it's going to be to a P2P platform. The only exchange that distributes 100% of the profits back to token holders. Crowd sale complete. 12.5 million raised, which is brilliant. 7,000 unique users and 2,500 unique investors. Subscribe below. Okay, I've done that. I'm not going to look at it just now. I've not got time. But how it works. Opportunity. Thanks a look at traders can purchase any cryptocurrency directly. So sign in, explore, trade, agree on the payment method, and enter into a trade. Trustless transaction. Complete trade. Excellent. So it's got crypto shares. Purchase local coin swap crypto shares through the initial coin offering. Exchange makes profits from the escrow fees and all the currencies traded on the platform. So they're holding the currency in escrow. I take it that's good. Distribution of dividends at the end of quarter. So to crypto shareholders, if an investor holds. So where are they listed just now? Have we got which exchanges are listed on? Are they listed on an exchange yet? Roadmap. I've not got the exchanges there that I can see. I don't know when they're going to be in. So it looks interesting. Another one looks interesting. Crypto, I'm looking to get into group. Where do I register? Because sign up doesn't work. So you should be able to go to, if you get into the monthly, crypto monthly, you should be able to go to there to get in. Jesus, 227 BTC sell order on Pundi at 130, 228 BTC at 200. Oh, so how's it doing just now? 121 for Pundi X just now, down 20%. But you find that a lot with a lot of coins that go on to Bancor, they come down kind of straight away. Then you just kind of wait a few days, just chill out a few days, and then it starts to rise again. And this is when the investors kind of come in, and then they look at it and say, okay, it's time for it to rise, and they start piling in on it. So we'll see what happens with Pundi X, but I've kind of high hopes for Pundi X. But we have to remember as well, it's kind of 12x'd from 2 months ago. So it's went up 1,300% already as well. Ethernet is the only way right now, Lucas. I've not looked at that, but that's a time up just now. But thank you as ever for joining me today. I know you could be doing other things, so I really appreciate it. So crush the like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Join the premium group or join the free group. Links down below, and check it out. And if you're wondering about the premium group, just jump in the free group and ask the members of the premium group what they think of it. So don't take my word for it. Do not take my word that you have to jump into the premium group. Ask about first. Do your own research. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, and ask anybody in the free group. We've got 432 members there, and a lot of the premium members are in there as well, especially the admin. So ask in the free group what they think about the CYT-Crypto premium. Let them tell you, because it's an unbiased opinion. Because they're buying. So don't take my word for it, take their word for it, everybody else that's in the group. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow round about the same time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.